Alright, welcome back, party people. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, but I'm getting over it. It took like 3 days. Me and my body are trying to make a record as to what we can get over, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Let's do these bounties real quick.
Yeah. Have a good one. This is a new one.
Just gonna let it auto. So I had a dream last night. It was really weird. It was super pretty though. I wish I could I want to draw it, but I know it would take too long, and I would eventually.
This is poison.
I'd eventually would forget about it. But in the dream, right? We started off and we were here on Earth,
Here
and
goes. The poison.
they had me.
It burns.
They had me in like a shuttle, or not a shuttle. I think it was like a teleporter or something. And they sent us through the portal, and we ended up in this nice little village. And in that dream,
Might be work, but this is a pain in the rear.
We need not have relied on
in the
Agora's
village,
strength.
what's it called? It was full of like fish people, right? I wouldn't say they're fish people, I guess, but
Anything
you know, my
catch your fancy?
imagination is kind of hard writing this right now.
May
But,
you find success.
like, so I went through the portal, and it's a nice, big, beautiful, open area. No cities or anything like that. It's just big, blue, and there's like a giant planet that the planet that
We
we're
don't have to
on
drag this on.
is
Here
revolving
goes.
around. So it looks super pretty to look up and like see the other planet,
I
which is
missed.
also inhabitable,
Drop
by
dead.
the way.
Damn it.
So yeah, it was just super nice to look at. It was super interesting, you know. And I looked at the people, and they were kind of bluish. They had like the fins type of deal for ears, like around their ears, which is why
They're quicker than I thought. Here.
which is why
Be
I
gentler
I
with
was
your commands.
expecting more of a fight from you.
sorry, I'm too focused on that.
Anything catch your fancy?
But yeah, they had like bluish. They had like bluish skin, right? Very light blue, like as if you took people and just give them
Thank
like
you, and good luck.
two to three shades of blue, right? And they were out there doing their thing, you know, fishing. They were trading, and like it was just like a small village type of deal, you know. And then I went back through
There's
the
a
portal,
new one.
and I remember I slept all day today. What the fuck are those?
My legs.
Oh, more status effects. Oh my god, this is scary. So let's see. So I went back through the portal, and basically we were in Minecraft, right? And there was a giant Steve that was after me for some reason. But for some reason, it wasn't like normal Minecraft, right? It was basically like Minecraft with like
Well done, given the circumstances.
hella
I
mobs.
expect Agora is
From where
pleased.
this
And
bad.
I don't remember exactly what's in my inventory, but I ended up running from the giant thing, and he couldn't find me afterward. And after that, what happened? Man, I should have done this like fresh as fuck. Like as soon as I woke up. Oh, yeah, this was a weird part of the dream. This is super weird. So, I think I ended up going through like a cave or something, and it turned into like my ex-girlfriend's house, right? But in the dream, for some reason, like, I know she didn't actually take anything from me in real life, but after I went through the cave, I was in her house, and I guess you could say it was like a combination of my house too, because in their garage was like these shelves that my grandparents have, right? And on these shelves, I was like, I need to find the fucking the Allen wrenches. I'm gonna take these Allen wrenches because they look like ours. And they were just like, but that's not yours. And I'm like, yes it is. These are clearly mine and you took them. And then she's like, alright, okay. And I was like, alright, cool. And so as I'm trying to leave, a bunch of people appear out of nowhere. And I saw my an old friend of hers.
Let us offer up a prayer. I lay hands upon you.
And a friend of mine,
A blessing upon
we're just
you,
gonna
adventurers.
we're just gonna call her Bean.
Welcome.
I don't know.
do you
I don't
seek?
think it matters if I say her name really. But basically Bean, I saw Bean and I was like, oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I gave her a freaking hug. And I don't remember why this happened, but like in the background, I think it was like her and her sister, and she was like, is this love? And then she's like, yeah, this is love. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then after about like 2 minutes of hugging her, I let go, and man, what the fuck happened after that?
Welcome.
I know I
esteemed
didn't
patron.
wake up
I am always ready to serve.
so it's kind of cool.
Welcome.
I just gotta remember. Should I check out what the royal suite is like?
Everyone who's
Check out the
thank
royal
you.
I know I wasn't there after I was done hugging her because I had closed my eyes. What just happened? Hold on. Okay, after I was done
Be
hugging
welcome.
her,
Do come again.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the business.
I just know that I wasn't there anymore. Like I was trying to leave
What
and there
is
was
it?
like a bunch of people in her house. I had no
What's the
real
job?
understanding as to why. I remember it was like this white blonde girl that I have never met before. I think she had freckles. I'm not 100% about it.
You have expectations of me?
And
This'll be handy. Come back in one piece.
should I get one of those bundles? I have
Welcome,
10,000.
esteemed patron. What do
Let's
you
go ahead
seek?
and get some characters, I guess. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Limited
What do
time
you
offers.
seek?
Okay. Turn of the Thunder Smiter. What's the other one? Unique remains Wandering Knight, Princess Knight. And there was another girl, by the way, that I had no idea who she was. But I don't remember what she looked like either. I think she was a little
see
bit
you
on the
are a
heavier
man of
side,
taste. Thank you very much.
but I don't remember. You know?
I am
And-
always ready to serve.
See, after, where did I go after that?
It's as gloomy as always.
So confuzzled. I have very interesting dreams, dude. Freaking, there was another one where I woke up and I had...
You want me to join you?
Oh,
Only
I
if
got
you
Gold
prom-
Riff again. Oh, that's sick. Oh my god, yes. Okay, hold on. Adventurers Guild. I don't know why I didn't
Welcome to the
just do
Guild
it.
Tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in that dream, okay, there was a
I'll leave this to you.
There
I didn't ask for
was-
this.
there was like this giant purple creature in the background. It was horribly storming, like really dark everywhere, right? But in the background, you see this giant purple creature coming out of the ground. And, well, not out of the ground. It's like in space, basically, looking down on the earth. And it's overtaking everything. And
Someone you want to register?
when you,
What?
I
You
didn't
need a
know
good
anybody else
thief, huh?
Have a good one.
when...
Welcome. How can I help? Anything catch your eye?
What's it called? When I saw this creature, it also
Have a good one.
released like these little creatures, these little purple creatures that didn't really have a body. They morphed as they moved, right? But they still created like little stems. Like, have you ever seen Parasite, the Maximum? And Amigi like grows these little
It's as
pairs of
gloomy as
legs,
always.
kind of leg-like things. Where did I get all these pieces from? All these remains. I don't even know. But when I saw these little purple things, right? I was like, we gotta kill these things! And I followed one of them into this person's house, right? And like these things are jumping up and like attaching to people's faces and like taking them over and stuff like that. And I thought that shit was crazy, dude. I was like, whoa, this is wild as fuck. But I was like, we gotta kill these things, right? So I follow one of them that's like crawling into the house. And by the way, that when they morph and stuff, like they're fast as fuck, dude. They're faster than what Venom looks like. You know, like you know how like when the symbiotes are like crawling around, it's kind of like that, but a little bit more solid. You know,
Bakesh.
and so
I am Emil, an elven priest.
Emil.
As you can see, I have been an adventurer for many years, so please do not hesitate to let me know if you need help.
all right, Big Daddy. Emil was a pious and exemplary elven priest. He grew up in a thriving spellcasting town near the southern port a town where many mages from the outside world came to learn, which was rare for elven communities as they were said to be insular. However, it was said that the priest need only to have a strong faith, so believing in his god's divinity, Emil spent his days praying without having any close interactions with others. One day, Emil's childhood friend Dino came to visit him, Dino, who'd become a renowned mage, told Emil that he had decided to leave town. Ooh, so they do have friends.
Who's calling me?
I'd imagine she probably has
Who's there?
I'm not even gonna lie, the jiggle physics in here are wild, bro.
I'm called Chloe, a beast folk from the continent. Not
Chloe.
sure how I ended up here, but happy to make your acquaintance.
Chloe was born in a smallish fishing village in the southwestern part of the continent. A plague took her parents' lives when she was just still a babe, and so she was brought up by her grandparents. Her grandparents had been fled from another country. They told her time and time again of their experience and how humans are fearsome. But the words of her grandparents fell flat with Chloe. The lands where their fishing village stood. Weren't we just talking about that? How my dream had like a fishing village in there stood where relatively tolerant of other races, and nobody in the village discriminated against even the beast folk. Still, her grandmother would forbid her from leaving the village, fearing that the humans outside might hurt her. Chloe thus grew up healthy and in a village without prosecution and knowing little of the world. Okay, you're just a normal person. But these things. I followed one of the purple things into somebody's house, who was about to attach to somebody else, and as I opened the door, there's a bed to my right.
Am I alive?
And
My
oh, you look cool.
Must be in. My name is Alex, an adventurer. Fate meant for us to meet. So please, summon me whenever you have need of me.
Alright. Alex was born with the fifth son of a lord who ruled over a remote area far away from the capital that had more animals and birds than it had people. As a child, Alex was fascinated by a knight of his bedtime stories. With just his sword, the hero saved a kingdom and earned adoration of its princess. Alex looked up at that knight and, after turning 10, decided to become the greatest knight in the kingdom. And though his father wanted him to serve as a secretary, Alex's passion was too great to ignore, and Alex was allowed to join the most demanding group of knights in the area. His father had assumed that Alex would come running back, but Alex excelled at training and became the best knight in the order. Alex told his father that he wanted to put his sword skills to use and join the Royal Knights. His father strongly objected, telling Alex lay down his sword in return for the freedom he'd enjoyed all his life. This unprecedented argument prompted Alex to leave his family home. Oh, wow.
Is this not
we
I
already
feel
know
I
about
met
it.
God in a dream.
Yes, you did. You died. What else? Okay, so on the bed, there was this chainsaw, like a handheld chainsaw, right? And so if you had grabbed this chainsaw and I'd fled the scene for some reason. I knew I should have grabbed it, but I was like, I'll be fine with just my hands for some reason. And then I think I just woke up after that because I don't really remember much else after.
I'm Philip, a lowly...
Philip.
Every time I try to...
My name.
I am Sir Eckhart.
Eckhart,
Where
yes,
am
let's
I?
go. What the hell? Oh, wait, we haven't met you yet. Hello, what's your name?
I need to make dinner. My name is Ophelia, and I've got pretty good skills. Oh, I meant cooking skills, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Cool. Ophelia was born in a small mountain village in the south of the continent. She was the eldest of 5 children, with 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Her parents, who still as close as the newlyweds, were always busy working to put food on the table for their 5 children. From an early age, Ophelia helped her parents from the cooking, cleaning, babysitting, and other chores. Having always felt loved by her wonderful parents, Ophelia thought that if she were to marry, she'd want what her parents had. Okay. Okay, nice to meet you, sir. Alright. Let's see. What's another dream? Oh yeah. So in this dream, I start in like this what's it called?
See the light. And call me Eulalia. I am
think we've
daughter to
already
the
met
Knights
her.
Captain of the Elven
Right?
Realm of the North.
No, we
Though a
haven't.
knight, I broaden my horizons as an adventurer. I am at your service.
A small elven kingdom can be found nestled within the massive mountain range. Oh no, we definitely met her before.
I'm Philip.
So in
You
this
want me
dream,
to join you?
oh, another gold riff. Let's go.
I am Yarmo.
Yarmil. Alright.
Call me Eulalia.
Yalia, Dwarven. Alright. Oh wait, there's a legendary here. Okay, no, it's Gold Riff. I don't know why I didn't know that. But in this dream, I start off in like this office that my dad had when I was growing up, right? And in this office, there was like a
I'm
little
called Chloe, a
What's up?
bespoke from the...
in this. Oh my God! Get my words out. Blah, 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 blah. In this office, there was like this little statue.
Welcome to the Guild Tavern,
And-
where legends are someone you want to register. Certainly.
Keep it short.
Oh, he doesn't have anything.
You have a good eye, if you're asking me.
Yes.
So
What is it?
In this dream, he had this little
I
he
am
had this like
dedicated
little
to God, which means God must have guided me
face
to your
hugger,
party.
right? But it wasn't like a face hugger yet. It was
Keep it brief.
It was actually like a little baby like
You need my strength?
chest burster,
I'm yours.
right? So for this chest burster, it didn't run around too much or anything. It actually let me
you in need of
catch it like
advice?
immediately, and then immediately behind me,
What?
Um,
You want me as an ally? You have.
Yes, what is it?
behind me was the freaking
You wish to
like
have
the
me join
actual
you?
alien,
Certainly.
right? And it was
you in need of
staring at
advice?
me, and when it was staring at me,
You want me as an
I
ally?
realized
Yes,
that
what is it?
I was like, I tried to bargain with it for some reason,
wish to
right?
have
So I'm
me
like,
join
hey,
you?
listen.
Certainly.
I won't kill it. Instead, I'll find somewhere where it can
you
nestle
in need of
and
advice?
it can grow and stuff. And then it just kind of looked
You
at
want
me
me as an ally?
and said, "Fine,
You have
right?
chosen well.
You'll live." And after that, I started floating, right? And then as I start floating, I go outside. I tried my best to go outside, right? And because like I'm floating, I'm in this building, which no longer looks like the building that I originally thought it was, right? It had a very big opening at the edge of it, and I go outside, and there's a very dark, red, ominous cloud in the background, right?
How may I be of service?
And for some reason, my brain just immediately went,
You would like me to join
"That's
you?
Rapture,"
Very well. At your service.
right?
What's wrong?
And like, because I was floating mainly,
God has
right?
brought us together.
And then I just kind of let it
Are you
happen.
in
I
need
start
of
floating,
advice?
and then all of a sudden,
What?
I stop floating.
You want me as
right?
an ally?
Like
You have
halfway
chosen
up,
well.
up from wherever I was going. But I was able to float and run around for a little while, and if I remember correctly, after that happened,
What do you need?
I had, what's up, Eckhart? You freaking goat.
I should join you. You offer much, adventurer.
What's wrong?
So
You want me to adventure with you?
After
All right.
that,
I couldn't deny someone I owe so much to.
Oh, after I land, fucking Godzilla from the American version Godzilla, the one where like it kind of looks like a T-Rex, and she comes bursting out of the ground or whatever, or out of the water, and she like makes home in a little
Yea, shall I join thee? I am in my lord's stead. I accept wholeheartedly.
I think it's a
How may I be of
freaking,
service?
what's it called? What is it called?
You would like me to join you? Very well. At your service.
A football field. She made home in a football field, right? And so in this football field, but she actually popped out of the ground, and freaking actual Godzilla pops out of the ground. I forgot who the third creature was, but it was huge, just equally big, right? And
You're an odd one.
they all started attacking each other, and in the process, I was like, "Fuck, I gotta get out of here," right?
What?
So
Do
sorry.
not call so casually.
So I start,
My word.
start leaving.
They want an old codger like me.
and in the process, I took a step right, and I just start floating. Right, so I'm still floating in the midst of Rapture, and I use it to the best of my ability. Because
Yea,
I've
shall I
also
join
been playing a
thee?
lot of
I am in my
Lucio, so I was
lord's
like,
stead.
"Oh, this is
I
exactly
accept
like
wholeheartedly.
playing as Lucio." Right, so I'm over here like grabbing onto the side, and I'm doing like very heavy parkour, trying to find like a safe place, right? Until I meet this, I get on top of a very specific building, and this lady and like two others, I forgot what one of them said, but the lady, she's like, "You might need this, right?" And she gave me a balloon looking, like as if you took a balloon, put water in it, froze it, and then closed it up, right? And so, yeah, what was I talking about?
Keep it brief.
Oh, yeah. So this lady gives me like this mask, and she
You need my strength? I'm yours.
she gives me this, and she's like, "Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you this because you might need it, right?" And I looked at it, and she didn't tell me it was a mask or anything. To me, it just looked like a really hard balloon, but it had like a very specific opening at the bottom, right? And it was red. I was like, okay, well, doesn't seem anything wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
And so I put this thing on my head, and, you know, nothing really crazy happens. I think I'm able to fire something out of my hand. Alex got the stun bash. Let's go. But what's it called?
I'll leave this to you. I didn't ask for this.
So after that, I go off and find another, like a safe place, right? This might, I don't know if this happened first or not, but I ended up in like a very safe spot, away from all the monsters and everything. And I'm chilling behind behind like a balcony, right? And it's covered by a roof, so I'm like kind of hidden. But then I realized that as I'm looking above this roof, what's it called? Hold on, give me a sec. As I'm looking over the roof, it
Who's
says
going to be in your party? Anything catch your eye? Yeah, I'm up.
I'm ready. This is such a drag.
there's a set of eyes looking at me. Like the building is physically looking at me. Everything has changed because of Rapture, by the way. And so after the lady gives me the mask, by the way, after I see the monster's eyes, I jump out through the back of the building, and I think that's when I met the lady, right? And then I think I had a pair of friends chilling somewhere. Thank you. They were chilling somewhere, and whatchamacallit? There was like a giant crack. It was very dark, and it was like covered in like this very like almost like as if you took Minecraft's new update with the whole
I will meet your expectations. I will meet your expectations. Yes, time
if
to
you
depart.
had taken Minecraft's what's it called? What is it called, dude? You know how like you get the warden and like you step on those like little pieces? It's almost like as if that entire crack, which kind of had like the shape of vagina, I'm not gonna lie, right? And they were calling me in from that little crack, right? And so I'm like, all right, sure. And I at the time looking at them, I knew that I couldn't jump up to the crack, but there was like this little hole underneath it, right? And so I was like, well, I can fit in here. So I start crawling in there, and it gets smaller as I'm getting in there, and like my whole body plus another body behind me is completely submerged in the hole, right?
Who's going
And
to be in your
so-
party?
Oh shit.
This is quite the disorganized party.
Good and reliable team there.
So, when
Me?
when I go through this, what's it called? When I go through the hole at the bottom, it starts to get smaller, and for some reason, I guess it was because, I mean, I guess it was because it was Rapture,
Your
and I'm like
gift
in my
is
brain,
in
I was
good
like, yeah,
hands.
I could totally do this, right? And I was like, I just have to turn into a snake because I know that snakes fit in small crevices. And so as I go through, I had no issues with this at all, dude. I thought this shit was wild as fuck.
I'm giving this to you.
Your
So
gift
I
is
go
in good
into
hands.
the thing, and
I entrust you
I
with
start
this. Your gift
to
is in
like
good
I
hands.
feel my head change and down to my body. I don't actually lose my legs. I just turned into like a really long snake, right? So my body kind of just like morphs down into at core I'm still me, but on the outside it like I still get smaller and everything, but on the outside it becomes a snake and I start to slither through. And I remember I needed to pull to the left or to the right. And when I did that, I popped out of the ground. I saw both Chloe and Jen, and my
Be quick
by the
about
way,
it.
I have a deceased dog, right? And she was there, but not as like a dog. She was like a human, right? And so
How amusing.
when
The rest.
when I
is
was
How
in there,
amusing.
I was like, "So what are y'all doing in here?" And she was like, "Well, you know." And for some reason, I bust out a little screen, right? like basically a tablet, and I'm like, "Man, growing your stats in here must suck." Right? And so I thought that shit was so fucking funny, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Because I was like, what in my right mind makes me think, yeah, I can stats are definitely a
bad.
thing in here,
Not
right?
good either.
And so
Yeah.
I don't actually remember
What
what
is
we
it?
talked about. I don't know why, but I'm remembering a hot dog in my right hand and the tablet's in my left. But I'm over here like scrolling, like it's as if when I look at them, they're the ones like trying to raise their stats or something, right? So I just kind of just like throw the freaking thing about, and I notice that my dog is sick, right? Even though she's human. And I'm like, all right, well, we gotta go find something that will help Bella, right? And that's the name of my dog. And so I
Yeah.
go ahead and I what's it called? Let's give something to my character. I haven't given him anything. Inherit skills. Let's see what we want here. Let's probably get some fighter. Actually, let's just look at it all. What is this? This will actually be very helpful to have.
I leave the rest to you.
Let's give him the passive attack power up. Do we have more though? And so, hold on. Actually, no. I'll give it to my character. It's not that serious. Because I'd rather be able to just real quick, if I need to. MP. Okay. Um,
I entrust this to you.
counterattack. Are you... What kind of skill is this? Oh, it's weapon specific? I don't know if I should give that to them then.
I entrust this to you. I entrust this to you.
Actually, no. Before I do that, I was gonna give myself the HP up and everything, but I should give it to her.
Have I done, something wrong?
She's so fucking cute, bro. Let's see.
You're entrusting this to someone like me?
So after I leave to see to find Bella some medicine, right?
Yeah?
I entrust this to you.
I didn't ask for this.
They didn't follow me at all. Not a single one of them, by the
Something
way.
wrong?
They didn't follow me out of that room at all. I was just like, whatever. I don't really want to be in this room, and so I left. And I think I remember crawling up somewhere, and I jumped out to like where we were before, where I was before, which is still nearby
I entrust this to you.
You're entrusting this to someone like me?
Here, take this.
So I think I left.
Yeah?
And I jumped out into the normal thing, and I'm doing parkour again, and I'm jumping over buildings left and right. I'm over here grabbing onto like little what's it called? I think it's called it's a water spout. You know, the thing that the itsy bitsy spider ran out.
Here, take this.
But basically,
I didn't ask for this.
when I'm jumping up and down, I can't remember what it's called for some reason. The gutter. That's what it's called. The gutter. When I'm jumping up and down the gutters and stuff like that. What's it called?
It's up to you now.
I didn't ask for this.
I see a few friends that are at the very top, and when I saw them, they were like, please help us, right? And so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you, right? And at this point, I'm no longer floating, and I'm trying to climb up the side of the building. It's really hard because there's like no underneath, but there is a top. And as I'm trying to get on top of this building, a fucking Hot Wheel comes out of the ground. And you know how like in what's that movie called?
Have a good one.
When the movie about the kid that has dreams, the freaking man, a Shark Boy and Lava Girl, that one. You know how like when they're on the train of thought, like the road is constantly being made, right? And when that happened,
Well, where do we go next?
Yeah?
when that happened, oh wait, okay. So basically wherever this Hot Wheel went, there was a road being made. In extreme speed, it didn't matter where the hell it went, bro. Like it was just going places, you know? And when I saw that, I had I don't know what happened,
wrong?
but in my head, I was like full send onto that thing, right?
Who? Me?
And that I did.
Remember your place before greeting me, disciple.
Do I really have to sell stuff right now? What's it called? So I'm over here like Maui and I'm like, whoa! And I freaking grab onto one of the people that's on the Hot Wheel, which is like looking like Rick from
Come back in one
what's it
piece.
called? From The Walking Dead, right?
Welcome,
So I grab
welcome.
onto his arm, and he pulls me into the car. Where I'm now attached to the side of this vehicle, and we're going like the ground opens up into a track, like one of the orange tracks, like normal, right? But then the texture starts to change and everything, which was super cool, super cool. And all I hear in the ladies, all I hear in the background is the ladies literally being like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? But like, I didn't hear them say that. I can feel them saying it, right? Because it's all in my head. So afterward, we go down and we take a right turn again, and we go down and I let go after we come out of the bottom, and all the other Hot Wheels flew past me real quick, like, right? And
Something to sell? You sure about this? Many thanks.
when
Thanks for the business.
what's it called? After that, I find like this a very dark cave, deep down dark cave, right? And as I'm walking through, it gets darker, like almost pitch black, but you can see like a bluish white light in the very back. That's like, you walk forward and then you kind of have to go to the right a little bit, or to the left, and then you got to go to the right again to see this light. And then as I turn the corner to the right, I think I remember like my uncles or something popping out of the corner. And I forgot what he said. But after I go towards him, I remember somebody gave me something. But I don't exactly remember what it was. But I think that was like the end of the dream right there. Right? So after I hop into this temple, I'm gonna end the video.
Shall we?
But yeah, that's like the form of my dream.
Someone's
there?
here.
Wait.
That was pretty much the end of my dream. I feel like a lot more happened, but I just don't remember it very well. Rested and well supplied, the knights are ready to move on. The knight commander gives the order to march. The group once again advances. Okay, so this is...
I have a bad feeling.
No, I eat too much. Now I gotta take a shit. There's a cold wind blowing from nowhere in particular.
This place grows more eerie by the moment.
Just being here is unsettling.
They say the abyss leads all the way to hell. And that being in here long enough shatters your mind. Yet most grow used to it with time. Of course, there are some who break before that.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here, and then I'll be back.